Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey there, folks. My name is Brad Varnell, and this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. And today I am excited to present to you another token teaser segment. And today we're going to be highlighting an incredible token, a meme coin that we believe has incredible potential. And I'm really thankful to Caleb, who is one of the leading community members, that he actually took a little bit of time out of his day to come onto the channel and just share a little bit about this project's mission, its vision, and we've got some exciting meme coin topics that we're going to get into. So welcome to the show, Caleb.
Hey there, man. Thank you for having me. Sorry, I just knocked somebody over there. Appreciate you having us on the show. Looking forward to a great conversation. Yeah,
man. I'm excited to share this token with my community. You know, we've been talking a little bit about, meme coins off camera. And so, one of the things that I really love to do in the beginning of these interviews is just get a little bit, of your backstory, how you got involved in crypto and how long you've been kind of in the blockchain space. And then maybe tell us a little bit about how, the Goon project, came about.
Yeah, so as far as myself goes with crypto as a whole, I got into the blockchain space about circa 2018, I believe. Bitcoin is what brought me here. I was a big fan of the thought of the sovereign individual and having my tokens be mine own and in my own wallet, private keys and all that. I come from a strong opinion of macroeconomics. And how, at least here in the US, how we run things. So Bitcoin was my first love in crypto, still one of my number one loves. I'm a big fan of it, but crypto has evolved much since 2018. And I then, I've gone down the rabbit trail. I've invested, I've lost money more than I'd like. But, I'm also been a person that believes that you don't lose money if you don't sell. So I've stayed committed. I've stayed invested in the projects that I joined in the beginning, and looking forward to a good bull run. I hope a good bull run in 2025, and definitely glad to be here to talk about meme coin. Brad, what is going on?
Oh man, I'm a couple animals short of his. I'm a couple animals short of a zoo here. So yeah, if you want to start, if you want to start over, you can. I wasn't expecting that, but I don't know. It might even just be funny to leave this in. The viewers might get a bang.
I just saw something fly across your. I think was it chicken or something.
That was one of the kittens, one of the cats here at the house. Yeah, no, we're good, Josh. Just one of the cats jumped down from up there and came like right through the middle of the screen. Like, yeah, we're recording.
I thought your producer was playing jokes on you.
So, I mean, it's totally up to you. I'm happy to leave this part in and let people chuckle about it. Or if you want to start over, that's cool too.
Let's go with it, man. It'll be fun.
All
so
right.
Yeah, so I again was part of legitimate crypto projects, and then meme coins took off. It's 2019. Everyone was talking about Doge, right? People you never met, people you knew never had ever any experience with crypto suddenly came up and asked you, "Hey, what's this dog token about?" Right? And that was a lot of retail's onboarding into crypto, and memes have not gone away, right? They have stuck around. There is billions of dollars in meme coins right now, and I think the next era of meme coins as a whole is people want to figure out how they can be utilized. And I think there's a lot of nuance to that, referencing the meme coin super cycle, but we can get into that later. But as far as Goon goes, Goon was a token that was launched on Polygon. Everyone knows Pump Fund, right? Pump Fund and Solana. Well, most chains have now come out with a clone version of Pump Fund. On Polygon, we have Wen Markets, Wen.markets. And Goon was a token that it appears someone launched as a joke. It was in response to Sandeep, the co-founder of Polygon, historically anti-meme. And but he recognized he had a strong community on Polygon, and he wanted them to have an identity. So he came out and he dubbed everyone, all right, on Polygon we'll be the Polygoons, we'll be the goons, and the upside down devil emoji, that will be our token, our symbol. So someone launched this token on When Markets, and it sat there. There was no dev wallet attached to it. It was just completely just kind of you could tell it was a joke someone did. Well, me and a bunch of other people moved in. Community took over it, and we have recognized the branding behind this as being the token that represents the community of all of Polygon, and we have really built it out. We've created we originally had a Pepe-esque character. We fixed that. We got a redesign done, and we have the goons out. We have our raiding army. We have evolved ourselves completely to be a token that has it's a community token, but there's utility being built into it, right? We'll get into that later, but as far as history goes, we have a strong, passionate community. We're on Polygon. We're the branding of the chain.
Awesome. And you guys have had some phenomenal success. You know, I know over the last few months, Bitcoin has not been able to make up its mind, as to what it wanted to do. But a few short months ago, you took this token all the way up to about a $10 million market cap, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, when we first launched, it was fire, and that's typical for a meme coin. Most meme coins, you'll notice when they first launched, there's a meteoric rise, and almost every single one of them experienced a 90% drawback. It's not a sure rule, but it's an almost sure rule, right? Yep. So we were kind of the same. Most tokens, when they launched, they struggled though to get to that $1 million mark. When we launched, we went straight to 10 million, and we've done our trace back. We're sitting just shy of 2 million right now, and market cap. But yeah. The community hasn't left. One of the metrics you can look at is your holders. Holder count has always gone up, always gone up. So common phrase in meme coins is jeeters, people who buy the token and sell on you. But our jeeters have all left, and we are constantly diversifying, and we got a lot of good things cooking going forward with the coin right now.
Yeah, I was super impressed with your community. You know, one of the things that we do here at the channel is we always do some of our own research, our own due diligence. The way that you guys, the Telegram group is certainly full of excitement and, great community. And then the way that you guys came over to my live stream yesterday, and several of you and your community members, came over and supported the live stream. I knew that we were just going to enjoy, being a part of watching this project grow over the next 3, 6, 9 months. And then, hopefully, 5 or 10 years from now, you guys are still around.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. So let's think here. We have a lot of raiding we do. What you experienced in the live stream was our raiders. I sent a message out to really just the community leaders. And I said, hey, we're going to be talking to Brad later. Let's show up on his live stream, right? And so we went and hit you with that Goon morning. It's kind of our shtick. Our Twitter handle incorporates the Goon morning. But yeah, we have active raiders. Raiders, most meme coins have these. These are guys that are very active on social media. If a post comes out, we start hitting them with, hey, have you heard about Goon? Or we throw a meme on there, or just getting the name out there, right? Exposure is often organic. We have a whale that we acquired purely from organically rating their Twitter post. And then, it was late one night. We saw the post go up. We said, hey, let's raid this. We raided it. 10 minutes later, they joined the Telegram and said, who's this? 5 minutes later, they made a meme for the group, and they've been a whale with us since, right? And so raiding is a critical part of a meme community. But we have a lot more than that. We have been integrating ourselves into our ecosystem really well. So Polygon, like I said previously, has historically not been meme friendly, but we think they're meme hungry. And so we have been talking to all the OG members of the Polygon chain. We have been on countless spaces representing Goon and just making them believe that Polygon can have memes and should have memes. We have petitioned directly to the founder. We have petitioned directly to the CEO. I'm trying to get him to come on a show right now, see if he responds. But we have been really trying to change the culture of the chain to be accepting of memes, because memes, they're in vogue right now. They really are. Right or wrong, they're in vogue.
Yeah, absolutely. They are definitely here to stay. And, one of the things that I liked about what you were talking about was, how the SEC, can get in there and really mess with a person's ability to create, some financial freedom in their life. And especially here in the United States, in my opinion, the SEC acts as if they are, looking out for our best interest. But when it really comes to reality, I very much believe that they're looking out for the best interest of the elite. And by trying to take the average, ordinary, hardworking person, out of the market, it really is, frustrating sometimes to try to create that financial freedom. And you were mentioning that was part of what you like about meme coins, and the ability for people to come in and, maybe take a small amount of money and turn it into something special.
I think that was what everyone loved about blockchain in the early days. I think we'll quote the meme coin super cycle as popularized by Murad at Token 2049. He came out with this theory and said that meme coins are going to be so much of a staple in the blockchain space that you're going to see their attention forcing people like BlackRock to actually hold meme coins part of their portfolio. And I think this has been a response to the direction that crypto has taken, becoming, and this is not right or wrong, but it's becoming very VC laden. And there was a lot of quick money being made in the beginning, and people, I think, recognize that. And so everyone's trying to launch a token. Everyone's being backed by VCs, and we're seeing all these cliffs, these selling cliffs after the investment periods. And I think retail has bristled against this a lot. I think you saw the airdrop meta kind of come and go, and people were really upset with how it was being gamed and wasn't fair anymore. And I think meme coins are becoming the common man's response to a lot of these utility tokens. Whereas normally the utility tokens, they build the product and then they launch the token, right? This is kind of the reversal. They launch the meme token, and once they have all these members join, everyone bought into it, they then go and find the product to build. And it's been very interesting seeing this come about, because the things that meme coins have is, and Murad talks about this in his theory, is that cult labor, that you have free labor from your community. Who makes the memes? You do. Who works for the bags? You do. Who manages the X account? The community. Who goes and talks to potential projects about partnerships? The community does. Who does all that seeking? The community. This is people doing this purely for their bags, or because they love the idea of the meme. They love the community. They love the group they become a part of. And as we, with COVID, everything became a lot more online native, and I think because of that, people are really understanding how to be a part of a community online better than they ever had previously.
Yep. I love it. And, one of the things that you mentioned off topic that I wanted to bring back up was I loved what you said about, the city and state and how that kind of, plays into the meme world. So I would love it if you would kind of go back over and kind of explain to the viewers what you mean by that meme coins kind of remind you of the relationship between the city and the state.
Well, if you've been in crypto, you would have heard of Balaji's city-state theory about blockchains. And the easiest way to think about it is every city out there needs utilities. And that's what you see all these projects being built out are, right? But every city out there needs entertainment for the people who live in it. And that entertainment can come as a comedy club. It could be a local restaurant or bar that everyone goes and congregates at and communicates in. Or it could be a sports team. I used the Dallas Cowboys. I'm actually a Cincinnati Bengals fan, but I use the Dallas Cowboys because they are a team that any state in the United States you go to, you're going to find a Cowboys fan, them and the Steelers. And I think you're going to see memes become that identity for people. I'm part of the Goons. I'm one of the people from Dogecoin, right? The Shiba crew. And I think you're going to see memes build into a brand. And I think I think we have not even tapped the possibilities of what they'll become. I think you're going to see live competitions where I think you'll see a boxing match that will have a sponsored candidate from each coin. And I think that will be a form of entertainment. I think you're going to see merchandise. We've already seen with Pudgy Penguins. You can go buy a Pudgy Penguin in Walmart right now. You're going to see merchandise for these tokens. I guarantee you will see Shiba merchandise. I know a lot of these guys, they sell clothes and things, but you'll find stuffed animals. The memes will transcend into the real world. And I think the real world will also come to the memes.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I really do. Something else that you kind of put on my mind when we were talking off camera that I didn't really think about, like one of the reasons that some of these companies are worth billions of dollars, like a Google, for instance, is just the amount of eyes that they get on their website. So, Google has advertisers that are willing to pay them, millions of dollars because they know that there's going to be that much traffic. Mm-hmm. And even with like a YouTube channel, back when I had 5 or 10,000 subscribers, nobody cared, nobody wanted to be a part of, sponsoring my YouTube channel or doing anything with the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Now that we're up over 100,000 subscribers, that's not necessarily true. I get a lot of interest from people that want to, be a part of the YouTube channel. And you kind of reminded me earlier, man, what an opportunity as you build these communities. You have the opportunities. You mentioned, I don't know if this was your exact words, but you said something along the lines of you believe that some of these utility tokens are going to start partnering up with some of these meme tokens and form strategic partnerships. And that just made, so much sense. Because I'm one of those guys that in the past, there's been a few times where I've been like, why does this token even exist? Like, I understand why Chainlink exists. I understand why, Bitcoin exists. And some of these tokens that I believe are going to kind of be like the Microsofts and the Amazons of the crypto space over the next 25 years. And there's been a few times where I've been guilty of being like, why does this meme coin exist? What purpose does it serve? And one of the things that I've really enjoyed about our conversation today is you've made me think about meme coins in a different light. And I'm starting to see a little bit more of a purpose and why they can be extremely powerful in the marketplace in the upcoming years.
To give you even an example, a real life example, Goon just recently did a paid marketing partnership with another project. They were trying to advertise via X, and they found out they were geo-locked, and they knew that their reach was not getting where they wanted it to be. So they came to us. We did an event with them, and we've rated for them, and they have seen a boost in their usage due directly from our meme coin community rating for them and hosting some events for them. So I'm in a lot of chats with these real projects, the utility projects, and I often see a lot of people lamenting that lack of usage, right? And they, like I said earlier, they really wish that they have these communities these meme coins have. You're going to see that branch, that crossover. It will happen, and I think, hey, Doggo, Doggo wants to be on the stream. I think what you're going to see is, a lot more partnerships across the way. Goon is also, there's a Web3 game out there called Sheertopia. It's going to be an RPG style. It seeks to have like this educational aspect to it, but Goon is partnered with them. They're building a 3D Goon character that will be in the game, and we will have purely within the walls of the game utility for the token. And we are going to actively pursue a lot more partnerships like that, so that while we are the meme coin, we have the good vibes in the community, there's also people out there playing a game, and they're using our token within that game for a completely separate reason from even how Goon exists in the first place. So that's a kind of a subversive way to build utility into your coin. But that's one of the ways we're doing it right now.
Absolutely. I love that. And so I'd kind of like to, change directions just a little bit and kind of get to the black sheep of the family, or however you want to call it. I forget the exact terminology, like the bad side of things, just briefly. The reason I bring it up is because we both know that meme coins have made people a lot of money in a lot of cases, but we also know that there's some bad actors out there, that there's some people that, create these meme coins with bad intentions that are just looking to, slurp up 10, 20, 50, 100, couple $100,000 of liquidity and rug. They have no good intentions right from the beginning. And I know that takes, that hurts legitimate projects like yourself. And so I was just wondering, what's your take on that? And what would you recommend? Do you have any pieces of advice for my community as to how they can vet projects and how they can determine whether a project is something that's worth their hard-earned money or if it's something that they should stay away from? I
think so that you're referring to is kind of the gambling side of meme coins, where I think so. Pump Fun, they had some statistics come out, and this is approximate numbers, but I think it was said that 50% of people that used it did not make any returns on the meme coins they invested in. I think it was like the top 1% maybe made $500 or $1,000 on their investment, and it's like the top 0.01% are the ones that actually made the real gains in the tokens. And so it's got a lot of people griping and saying, well, what is this, But I think Pump Fun is kind of, and I say this as being a representative of a meme coin that was launched from a Pump Fun clone. Pump Fun is not the issue. It's due diligence. It's sticking around and witnessing a community actually being active. Had you joined Goon when we very first launched, we had more activity in our Telegram chat than we do now. Just honest, put it out there. It was popping because the price was going up, right? And then price went down. Things have, let's just say that some people didn't stick around, but we still have an active community. And if you were just to be in our Telegram or our Discord for any length of time, you would easily see that there's people building. We're very transparent. We've now moved, any meetings that the leaders have, we've made them, a couple in public once a week. And I have doxed myself intentionally just so that I can give a level of trust to people. This is not just a meme coin with some no-name people that can disappear and change their Telegram name. This is Caleb Denny. I'm the same person I am in this video. I'm on X, and there is an organic way you can learn to trust a project. That doesn't mean that all meme coins will be successful. There are a lot of them. So I would say look for a narrative. One of the best things for Goon's got going for it is our narrative. We are what the founder of the chain said everyone on the chain is. The Goons. And we have a dedicated crew, we have partnerships, we have some big names support us, and they may not be active, just shilling for the coin, but you don't really want that necessarily. You want organic engagement. You don't want people out there just shilling, number go up. You want people to believe in what it is that they're writing about, right? You don't want to and that's a big problem meme coins have. People will go, take ours, the amount of messages I get a day from, hey, nice project, would love to work with you and promote your coin. These are people that have utilized bot networks, to try and tell you that they have a massive audience they can evangelize your coin to. Just pay me a small fee up front and not your token. I don't want your token. I want USDT. Don't know why I wouldn't want your token, but they want to call, and once the number goes up, then they immediately dump. And so I guess to succinctly answer your question about how someone can avoid a scam is really doing your due diligence. Who's behind the project? maybe don't buy, first of all, if you're buying anything because you're like, I must buy it, I'm not going to get it. Calm down. This goes for meme coins. This goes for utility coin. It doesn't matter. Don't ever FOMO into something. Do your due diligence. And I do think there are meme coins out there that have completely legitimized themselves. If you go to even last cycle, look at Shiba Inu. They're building an entire blockchain. Look at Floki. Floki is building TokenFi, which is their sister coin now. These are real projects these meme coins are outputting, right? And so, but if you've gone back to last cycle, there would have been a lot of FUD, a lot of people saying, oh, that they will never last, nothing will ever come of it. But some people stuck around, they did their due diligence, they say, you know what, I'm going to put my money here, I'm going to stay here. And a lot has come from that. So, just due diligence is the main thing. Don't ever FOMO into it. Don't buy that next coin from whatever meme goes around on the internet and a coin is launched. You can buy it, but it is not financial advice at all, that you do your own due diligence.
Yeah, absolutely. So on that note, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the Goon website. I think that for those of my viewers that want to take a closer look, it's oxgoon.com or so 0xgoon.com. And, it looks like you guys have put a little bit of work into this. Is there anything specifically on your website that you would kind of like me to highlight at all?
So let's talk about the 1 billionaire death that's sitting there glaring in your face, right?
Okay.
So when Goon launched, our largest whale, who is Jesse Eckel on YouTube, he unintentionally bought more of the supply than he ever meant to. So much so that he was sitting there going, okay, this project can't take off if I hold this much of it, right? So he said to himself, well, how can I do this in a way that benefits, the project, benefits the community? So he set aside 10% of the total supply of Goon. It's in a multi-sig wallet. And then a couple of smaller whales have donated another percent. So we have about 11% of total supply sitting in this wallet. And the goal is when we hit 1 billion market cap, we will burn that wallet. So at the time of burning, that will be $100 million worth of Goon that we will. So we got the mantra 1 billion or death from that. It's funny because, in early days when we didn't have a whole lot going for the token, that you heard about the 1 billion or death a lot. And now in the current days, we're talking about so much more that we're like, oh yeah, we do also have the 1 billion or death, right? But yeah, that's our 1 billion or death. We have our partnerships up there listed as well. A couple, we integrated into a native sports betting platform, which would be YouBet Sports. We integrated, like I said, the RPG, Sharetopia. So someone can use our token, set up a book if you're into betting on NFL or something like that. It's obviously restricted by your region, but they can utilize our token to do that. The website's actually going to get a revamp coming up here. A lot of people complain and say we're not meme coinish enough on our website. So we're trying to walk a line. We'll maybe make it a little bit more like some of the meme coins you see out in the ether. But as a whole, we're very proud of the website, and we're very proud of our social media presence on X particularly. We're highly active on X, and would welcome anyone to come check us out and see what we got going on there. It's a lot of fun.
I love it. So pulling up X, I want to make sure that I got it correct. So this is your X account. So also, folks, you can go follow these gentlemen here at OXGoon_morning. The links to all of these websites and Twitter accounts and stuff will also be, of course, in the description of the video. Hey, I didn't even realize I got to follow you guys. I know I had looked at it here before, but we got to follow you guys and give you, turn on the notifications. I'm glad that we actually we brought this up. I was actually going to have my editor see if he could find this tweet. I think it's on your homepage here, isn't it? Where Sandeep actually made that initial.
It's pinned at the top.
It is pinned at the top. Okay, is this it right here?
Right there. Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, so on 427, the founder of Polygon, Sandeep, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but stated that all community members in the Polygon ecosystem were to be dubbed goons, and declared that the symbol for the goons was this, devil emoji. So when we talk about, the Goon platform, and like you said, how it's got, meaning, and why people want to be a part of, this project, it is pretty cool that it was stemmed and, and basically the brainchild of the founder of, of Polygon Matic, which, we didn't talk about it before, but I love Polygon Matic. It's a token that I've owned for multiple years. During the last bull market, of course, I made some money with Polygon. It did incredible. It did from 2-3 cents all the way up to $3. It did like 100x. I still own some of it right now, and in fact, right now I've got a long in a 10x long on Polygon. That I only put a couple $100 into this long. But if Polygon goes anywhere near its previous all-time high, that couple $100 is going to turn into, I forget the exact amount, but I want to say somewhere in the ballpark of about $10,000 to $15,000. And part of the reason I put that long in is I really believe that Polygon Matic, the token itself, was very close to the bottom. Could there be a little bit more room for some pain in the market? Potentially. But I believe that we're getting very, very close to some exciting times in crypto. So you guys can see here, they've got, over 2,000 followers, very active here. This just came out, or no, that was a pinned message, but you can see here, this just came out, an hour ago on their Twitter. Curious to see eight bond.
So that's a bond we just put up there. That's
okay, cool.
So one of our whales put up a percent of supply, and this is a way that you can diversify your holder count. This is a way you can also have some tokens being sold to broader your holders without affecting your chart because it's been put into the bond. We're very excited to partner with 8bond. Happy to do this partnership with them. They're going to go out there and they're going to evangelize on our behalf and spread the Goon word. But yeah, we just launched this today, actually. So very excited to have this going.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's exactly, some of these types of things are the things that we're looking for when we're going to, get behind and put the Infinite Crypto reputation behind a meme coin. We want to make sure that you guys are doing something other than just, making funny looking pictures. And so it's obvious that you guys, have a plan, that you're executing a business model. And although memes are famous, for not having utility, at the same time, if you want to have a thriving business and a robust economy, the things that you're doing here that are attracting, these outside partnerships and incredible projects, man, I'm excited to see what happens with this project over the next, handful of months as Bitcoin, breaks back past all-time highs and heads for 100K plus. It would be, man, something, not financial advice, but a token like this, man, it can really do some amazing multiples.
A good comparison for us of the kind of the vein we're trying to fit in, and we do fit in, would be if you look over on Tron. A lot of people are actually surprised how many people use Tron. It's actually very popular internationally. But the Tron Bull is essentially a character, it's a meme on there that the chain itself has identified as being a mascot of the chain. And there's several others out there. The Monad has a character. I think Sui has a character now. And these are memes that the chain's not coming out and saying, TM, this is Polygon's mascot, but they're giving support, right? And that's what we are with Polygon. And like I said, historically, anti-meme, that's changing. And one of the cool things about this, not financial advice at all, but the cool things about this is that the meme season on Polygon hasn't taken off yet. Previous cycle, in the previous bull, we had a large runner. It was Polydoge. And it was on theme, right? And but besides that one runner, we really haven't seen this quite funneling of attention into the chain as it comes to memes. Polygon is. I love you brought up Matic, and it's now the Pol token as a proper evangelist for my chain, you might not know Polymarket. This is probably the most utilized application in all of crypto by retail. It's that prediction market that has been very popular lately due to the U.S. presidential election, and it's built out on Polygon. Polygon is famous for having a lot of NFT collections on it. We're very famous for NFT collections. We have some very, very good ones on Polygon, and I know the Polygon team has a lot being planned for 2025 because they've been building the ag layer. The ag layer is basically going to be this, I'm not supposed to say layer zero, but it's basically a layer zero chain, and it's going to basically be interoperability amongst all chains. Polygon will be able to connect to Solana, you'll be able to connect to Base, you'll be able to connect to Ethereum mainnet, Cardano, you name it, they're going to be able to connect to it, right? And it's going to create this seamless interoperability. And this is not just, this is not going to be Polygon's ag layer. This is technology that they're building out in partnership with other chains that will be a decentralized technology, and they're pioneering it, but they're positioning the Pol token to be a big part of it. And so I'm excited to see what the Polygon team does in 2025. So just a little shout out to your viewers there.
Yeah, absolutely. So here in a second, I want to run over to CoinGecko and talk a little bit about the price, the market cap, show people where to buy it. But just kind of funny, off topic, I'm flashing back to that cat flying through the screen in the beginning. I was just thinking, I wonder if somebody from your community, if there's any kind of a meme that they can make out of that, because I'm pretty sure if they ought to be able to capture it, they ought to be able to capture the cat like right in the middle, like right here on my screen. They should be able to capture the cat. I don't know if there's any kind of a cool meme that could be made out of that, but that came to my mind just out of the blue. But
I wonder if there's one already made.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that's funny. And then of course, my dog Valkyrie came up. Like literally, we are a couple animals away from a zoo. We own 3 dogs, man. We're animal lovers. And then, long story short, I'm not going to go into how it happened, but we have 6 cats. So 6 cats, 3 dogs. It's pretty cool little family.
You have the real life memes.
Yeah. Anyways, so I just thought that was kind of fun. I want to bring it up so, my editor will see that too. Maybe we'll come up with some kind of a meme or something too. But let's run over and take a quick peek at CoinGecko. And so, we talked about this a little bit earlier, that the market cap is, about 1.8 million. One of the things that I really do like about this token is that its fully diluted market cap is also 1.8 million, that the circulating supply and the total supply are the same amount. So this is a token where, 100% of the supply is out in the market. We don't have to worry about vesting or private sale participants all of a sudden getting an influx of tokens. Once again, we kind of mentioned this earlier too, that it did have a little bit of a retracement, but you can see here, folks, where its all-time high was here at 0008. But its all-time low on August 1st, or excuse me, its all-time high was 005 on August 1st, and then its all-time low here was just a few days ago, or actually, just 5 days ago, but it's already bounced up from there. But what a nice little retracement. If you're looking to dollar cost average your way into a project, I love the fact that it's had a little bit of a retracement. And then it looks like we can buy this token in a couple of different places. You can get it on QuickSwap. You can get it on Uniswap. Being a community-driven project, Caleb, did you see this ever being, listed on a CEX at all? Like, do you ever see it being on a MEXC Global or anything like that? Or do you think it'll always just be on a decentralized, DEX?
So we have a strong desire to be listed on a SEX, but usually there's stipulations that come along with that. And so we're being actually a little choosy. We've had many actually reach out to us to list, particularly when we had our first big bump, but they're still in my DMs. We're trying to aim a little higher, and we know that with time we'll know a little more volume will come. Volume is key for listings. And so we're wanting to make sure that the exchanges we get listed on will be kind of the more premium ones. It happens with meme coins. You can look at Binance. I think it was a month ago. They listed 3 meme coins. It was Turbo, Nero, and one other. And actually, at least a month ago, this was true. But Binance has actually not listed anything but a meme token in a long while, like several months. And I think it's because there's been a lot of problems where, when a token is listed on the centralized exchange, it comes with a pump, and the issue they've been having is it comes immediately with a dump. Yep. And they're finding that for meme coins, that's less of the case, actually. And so I think that that's been an attractive thing for centralized exchanges to consider. But yeah, we will be on some. For right now, QuickSwap is probably the best way you can still buy us. They're and they are. We're great friends with QuickSwap. We love them to death. They've helped our community integrate better into the Polygon ecosystem. I shout out to Panda Man over there, but we love QuickSwap. They are fantastic decentralized exchange.
Awesome. Well, I think this is going to run just a little bit longer than originally planned, because there's one other thing that I want to talk about before we let you go for the day. You touched on it really briefly earlier, but I'd like for you to go into a little bit more detail on the meme super cycle and what you might, once again, not financial advice, but what people might see happen over this, during this bull market.
Yeah, so the meme coin super cycle was it's very recent, the popularization of this term, but it's basically a well-known influencer called Murad. He's big on meme coins, and he was at Token 2049, and he essentially came out and had this whole thesis developed around meme coins, and he was saying a lot of things we touched on, which were utility projects are launching with high FTDs. And it's become an issue where people feel like they are becoming liquidity for VCs to make their money and run. And so a lot of these utility tokens, a lot of these altcoins, there's been a lot of mistrust, I think, from your general retail regarding them. And so Murad came out and said that meme coins are some of the most fairly launched tokens that exist on the market. And are they perfect? No. There's obviously the term in crypto is cabals that try to run prices up and make people their liquidity. But we talked about doing your own research, right? And finding those gems and being a part of an engaged community that does a lot of the work for the token, right? And so this meme coin super cycle is that some of the best performing tokens on the market this bull run will be memes. That is the theory. And he lays out a lot of points for it. I even suggest there's a YouTube video out there that it's his speech at Token 2049. I would suggest you all take a look at that. But it really gets into the fact that meme coins are all fair launch. You don't have to worry about people dumping on you in that same way. The community aspect is something you know who you're working with, right? It's the thought process behind working for your bags. A lot of people in crypto want to be passive investors. Meme coin communities are active. They want activity. They want you there and being a part of it and helping build it out. And it's so fascinating how people who have just regular industry jobs learn skills to push these communities. I have guys that never drew a picture in their life, and they're over there trying to figure out how to use Microsoft Paint to make memes, right? And it's people who have marketing backgrounds, people who have finance backgrounds. They recognize, again, you have money coming into the token, right? There's an obvious interest, and it's being able to capitalize that interest and change it and direct it and go forth. So like we have, and that comes down to having smart liquidity pools, bonds, things that people these are terms, these are finance terms. You don't associate with the meme coin. Meme coins are diversifying. They're using these new tools available to us, particularly through blockchain. And guys like Murad are pretty big on the fact that meme coins have the strongest, most passionate communities behind them. He refers to them as cults. and he thinks that there will be several meme coins that make that transcendent move to being a worldwide recognizable brand. And you will see these meme coins, like I said, in stores. You'll see them promoting. They already do, actually. They promote race cars in some of your larger races. Shout out to Sneck on Cardano. I know they actually promote a race car, right? And then they have an energy drink. You're going to see meme coins really diversify that brand into the real world. And Murad's kind of this. People call him the meme coin Jesus, because he's got the long hair right now. And but he's gained a lot of following, and there's still a lot of discussion about whether he's right or not. So this is not to say, go dump your life savings on meme coins. I'm not telling you that. But it is a spark of hope for people who maybe felt like crypto was becoming a little too close to what we were trying to get away from. And it's oddly enough that memes are possibly going to be this tool to let retail once again have access right at the start to grow with a project and watch as this project evolves beyond whatever it thought it could be in the beginning into something even bigger, and utilization being brought into it when it wasn't even there in the beginning.
Man, I love it. And it just sounds so plausible to me. It just makes a lot of sense. I think that he is going to be proven right in the long term. And I'm so glad that we had an opportunity to meet, because you opened up my mind to some possibilities that I wasn't thinking about. And so I'm excited to, share this video with my community and continue to build this relationship with you. We touched on it a little bit, but it sounds like, you want people, my community, if they want to become a part of your community and support what you're doing, check you out on Telegram, Discord, and Twitter. Is that right?
Yeah, if you want to go to our website will direct you to our X account. And from there, actually, we have the link to Telegram on there as well. But the Telegram, I'm mostly active in the Telegram. We have some guys that are, more Discord native. You can go to the Discord. But, come say hi to me on Telegram. Would love to see you be part of the community. Want to real quick just reiterate that, investing in a meme coin is still a personal decision. I'm not financially telling you to do that. Do your own due diligence. And, there are still bad actors in the space. In every space, there's bad actors. So make sure you do that due diligence.
I love it, Caleb. Thank you so much for your time. We'll make sure to put all of those links right there in the description, make it easy for everybody to come become a part of your community. And, with that, folks, we're going to call it a day for today, but it was great being here. And once again, thank you so much for, imparting all your wisdom. And, I know you're busy, you got a lot going on. So thank you for taking up, what's been, a couple hours of your life now with everything that happened. So very much appreciate you, Caleb. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having us on here, and shout out to your community, and maybe I'll look forward to saying hi to some of you in the Telegram.
Absolutely, man. And we'll definitely have you back on the channel as new developments come into play, and as there's, announcements and new partnerships and stuff like that. You are definitely welcome back anytime.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to it.
All right. Take care. Have a great day.